Good morning. I am just about to finish up my first week of running, even though I'm going to start this program over next week because that will put me in a 16-week training plan for the 5K that I'm going to run. But this has been a really nice ease back in week, and this is also the start to a 4-day weekend for me, which I'm very much looking forward to. Sorry, somebody's doing some yard work. But I'm very much looking forward to just kind of seeing where the holiday weekend takes me and bringing you along. I did a bingo card for 2026, and one of my goals on it was to do 5 5Ks, and I've already done one this year and I walked it, but that means that I have 4 more to do, and I would really like to run the rest of them. One of them may end up being a 10K, and I think I'm going to count that as 2 5Ks because it is. So I'm going to be running one on September 13th is the one that I'm about to sign up for, that I'm training for. I'll probably do one at our climbing competition. They have a 5K. I'm pretty sure it's 5K. I hope it's not like a 1 miler. I'm gonna double check that. And then a turkey trot. So that gets me at 3. And then probably do one more around the winter holiday time. Or who knows, in Arizona, they start having them later. Like the one in September is the earliest one I can get into here because it's just so hot during the summers. But there's also one in Kansas City that I used to run that it's along with the Kansas City Marathon in October, which would be really cool, but we'd have to figure out the travel logistics for that. So that one may be in the mix as well, and maybe I'll do more than 5, but definitely 5 for sure. And I'm excited to see, I mean, honestly, the worst case scenario is that I walk all of them, and I think that's a pretty good worst case scenario, even though I'd like to run them. But walking is still good. I just finished my run walk. It was around 30 minutes. I'm still in the cool down, but it was run for 3 minutes, walk for 2. And I am a little out of breath. But all in all, this first week has been really good. Way easier to ease back in than I thought it was going to be. And I'm excited to repeat this week, like I said before. And I recently, yesterday, did a chop on my hair. I chopped off like 5 or 6 inches, and luckily I have this running hat because I can't really put it up into a ponytail or anything like that anymore. So the running hats are going to be my saving grace for running and the gym, things like that. For the gym, I may just leave my hair down and not worry about a hat, but running, I need something to keep it out of my face for sure. So I may need to pick up another one of these. This is a Brooks hat and I love it. But I might go look at Lululemon today and pick up some running shorts too, because I've been running in like bike shorts and I love those, but I kind of want some of the flowy ones too. We just made a chicken picnic basket, or it's not a basket, picnic table. So this is some of their eggs that we cooked in the oven. It's just the shells, and then ground it up in the blender. And then we've got some strawberries for them too. And there's a lot of calcium in the shells of their eggs, so it's good to feed them back, even though I know it's kind of morbid. We'll just put them all there. They'll spit them up. I completely forgot to film while I was in there, but the most wonderful gal was helping me out, and I went to Lululemon and picked up some new running shorts and a couple sports bras just for running and the gym. and I will show you what I actually got once I get into the car. I feel like I'm getting very creative with the camera set up here. I need to get a mount for, I actually think I might have one, but for my car. I don't know how that's gonna work though in the Phoenix sun, but we're gonna make it work. So this first of all, it's a really cute dark brown chocolatey bag, and I love that. This Snap is some serious business. Okay, the initial thing that I went in there for were these shorts. They're the Shake It Out high-rise 3-inch shorts. They're so cute. They're in this like hot orange color. Got a little matching sports bra for running. Also can wear either of these to do weightlifting. And then I got this sports bra that like the back's gonna be popping, which I'm super excited about. And then I got another pair of those same Shake It Out shorts, but in black, because I really like them. And now I have 2 pairs of flowy shorts to also run with my bike shorts, and I have enough for all of my runs and not have to be worried about doing laundry a gazillion times. And I don't need to buy any more after this. We're all gonna remember that I said that and hope that that holds. That I don't need any more running shorts after this. Hello, it's Saturday afternoon and I have just realized that I forgot to film this morning, but we had breakfast this morning and Darius and I went to the gym. I had a really awesome workout. I feel like I pushed the weight in all my exercises, and then we stopped at AJ's, which is a grocery store here if you're not familiar with AJ's, and we got some sushi and had car sushi on our way home, which consisted of me feeding the sushi to Darius so that he could actually drive. And well, I ate some too, don't worry about that. And now we are trying to figure out how to put decor and frames and prints and all that jazz on the walls of our house, and just trying to reimagine all of the furniture and whatnot. Some of it we're keeping, most of the furniture we're keeping, but things like this rug, I like this rug. I don't love it in here. So that's where we're at. I'm sorry I didn't film earlier, but it's never too late to start. So the rest of the day, I think we're gonna smoke some ribs, and we picked up some stuff at AJ's as well for this evening to make with the ribs. And we're probably gonna go have some pool time in the backyard as well, since it's Memorial Day weekend and a long weekend, and just seems like a great time to go. It's hot, so the pool is like the perfect place to go hang out. And that's been our day so far. It's my Sunday check-in because this morning, guess what? Also didn't film, but we are out at the pool and Brahm is swimming with us. I started to organize the pantry because it has become a disaster over the past few months. I will show you that once we go back inside, but we just got out here. We are really enjoying our long weekend and are just gonna get a little bit of sun, but wear sunscreen, enjoy the pool, and spend time outside and touch some grass. Good boy. This is the current status of our pantry. All of it, well, not all of it, but most of it is out here on the counter. And this is empty. I need to just clean these off and then reorganize everything. And I'm gonna reorganize it and make sure that all of the things that are, like, okay, this is my thought process. needs to be reorganized in a way that like goes with like, and the things that have the sooner expiration date need to be in the front, especially because this week I think I'm going to make my meals based on things that we already have. I'm not going to really go buy anything else. I might go buy some lettuce or something along those lines. Otherwise, just stick to what we have because we do have so many pantry items at the moment, and I want to use a lot of those before they go bad because I really dislike food waste and I want to be better about it when I can. I finished up organizing the pantry and I'm really excited with how it turned out. Things have been moved around. I was gonna take things out like Brahms food, but I ended up putting it back because where I wanted to put it under the counter, you can't actually open it because we have a container that like keeps it really fresh. And it just has to stay in the pantry and that's okay. Got all the baked goods, all the baking stuff, towels, hot mitts. That's still kind of a pile, but that's fine. All of our Tupperware, drip drops, love those. More baking things, peanut butter, nuts and berries, fruits, sauces, honey, snacks, Brahms, glucosamine, and fish oil, all the canned goods, soups, pastas, and the sauces for pastas. Then we've got some vinegars, spices, things like that. And then jars that I like to use as Tupperware. Good morning. It's Monday and I am about to be on my first official run of my 5K training for, I think it's the Tunnels to Towers 5K. That's the first one that's available to me here in the Phoenix Valley, just because it's so hot during the summer. So it's gonna be a run walk, 2 minutes running, 90 minutes walking. That would be the other part of this. And I'm excited to actually start my training. It's gonna be 16 weeks. So I feel like having 4 months of actual training is gonna be really good. And I'm also doing 3 days of weightlifting to counterbalance and just be able to run 3 miles and lift really heavy. So here goes nothing. I'm excited and thank you for being here with me. Oh my goodness, my hair. Okay, so I know I mentioned that I was lifting 3 times a week and running 3 times a week, and honestly lifting full body 3 days a week has been the only thing that I've been consistent with in the past year or so. And I've tried other versions, other splits, but for some reason working out, lifting full body feels the best for me. And I think it gives me a little bit more grace personally if I miss a day. I've still done 2 full body days, and it's okay to miss a workout day. It totally is. It's okay to miss an entire week, especially because nobody's perfect, and I personally lift to be able to, why do I lift? To be able to sit down and get up out of a chair when I'm 80 by myself, and because I'm trying to gain all of the muscles. Believe it or not, I want to be kind of bulky. I want to have muscles, but I also want to be able to run, which is a big feat for me in that I have POTS, and that can be rather difficult. Doing a lot of things can be really difficult. Good morning. And it just makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm very capable. Like, I don't know. I don't think people should be striving to be the tiniest that they can be. You should be wanting to be strong, and everybody can want what they want. That's my personal opinion. But it's pretty badass to be able to do pull-ups, to be able to do push-ups, so on and so forth. I will get off of my little soapbox. And that's why I work out. It makes me feel good, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I've been consistent, and I think it's good to be able to run. Long story short, find something you enjoy doing, something you're gonna stick with. Preferably something that is gonna gain muscle, especially for the ladies. I mean, everyone should be gaining muscle because you will lose some of it eventually. It's awesome to be strong. Don't just try to be really thin. I'm going to brunch for one of my girlfriend's birthdays, and I'm trying to figure out an outfit. I had an entirely other dress on, but it seemed too formal, and I need to figure out my shoe situation. So this is what I've ended up with. I've got my cute little green bag, skirt, a tank, and then I'm trying to figure out the shoe situation. And I love my flats, they're super comfy, but I feel like they say I'm going to work or I'm the oldest person in this group, because I think I am going to be the oldest person in this group. And then my tennis shoes, I feel like say fashion, trendy, and I have things to go and do before and after this, because I do have things to go and do before and after this. I need to go pick up flowers and a card for her, and then I'm gonna go do my grocery shopping afterwards, because if I'm gonna leave the house, I'm gonna get all my stuff done. So I'm leaning more towards the tennis shoes, but I would also like to know what you think of this outfit. Is it weird? Is it too hodgepodgey? I will have already worn it to the event by the time this is up, but still, always good to have feedback. So, whoa, tennis shoe. What am I doing? Black flat. Coming to you live from my car after work on Tuesday, and I just wanted to give you a recap of yesterday, because I went to lunch for one of my girlfriend's birthdays, and that was so much fun. I got her flowers and a card, and I wanted to get her gift card, but I didn't have time because I ran out of time trying to figure out what I was gonna wear. And I kind of wish I would have gone with the flats. I went with the tennis shoes, they were super comfy, but I just feel like the flats would have been better. I also need to work on my shoe situation in general, because I think that shoes really tie together an outfit, and I don't really have that many shoes, and I think that I just need to be more intentional about getting shoes that go with a lot of different outfits. Anyway, went to lunch. It was so much fun. Met a bunch of her friends. They seem cool. I hope we get to hang out again. And then I went grocery shopping and meal prepped for the week, and then just relaxed with my husband, and that was our whole long weekend. We got 4 days. It was absolutely lovely, and I ended up working like a 10-hour day by accident today. I was not planning on doing that. I got into work at 6:30 because I just wanted to get here early so I was just so tired, and I didn't want to go to the gym in the morning, and I was going to go to the gym after work, but now I'm leaving at like 4-ish, which you would think, Shannon, that's not that late. You could still go to the gym. And like, yes, you're right. Except I have to go home, walk my dog, give him time outside, and then I'm going to one of my other girlfriends' houses for dinner, because we've been doing weekly dinners, and I have been loving that so much. It's been so much fun. So yes, I could still go to the gym, but I would really be cutting it close, and I need to go be a good dog mom and take Brahmi out without being rushed. So I think tomorrow is going to be a double workout day, and I might make a little vlog out of that. So as always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week.